Hey guys, CX here, coming at you with another cast. Again, still no internet, still pretty bored, it's quite late at night, so I'm gonna maybe try and keep my voice down, not ruin all my new housemate lives just yet. But yeah, we've got another demo for you. This time it's HRG again, and this time they're gonna be playing Bud, tagged up as Poop Dollar in this game. Pretty funny. Yeah. I'll just go into it since it's Gravelpit and it's setup time.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
Yeah, we're going to see Pure and Friends on the defending team first. Watch how they set up. I think there's been a few changes since the last time I saw him play. I see Z-Brian's in on Pocket and Carnage is in for whoever their other scout was. Someone pretty forgettable. But yeah. The lineup looks quite stronger, but HRG are as strong as ever, so it'll be interesting to see if they can make anything happen against the best team in America right now. Pure with a few stickies there, probably not going to catch anyone out. HRG are probably not going to fall fan, but we do see Carnage with a close range sniper on A. I've not seen this strat in a while, not seen anyone trying to sort of like cheese. I presume what he's going to do is fully charge a body shot. Aiming at the door, try and pick off one of the scouts, just slow down the cap a bit.
2, 1.
And here we go, see if he can make the shot. Ooh, narrow miss. And again, I'm just going to back up now. I don't think there's going to be much trouble. We're just going to back out, keep ourselves alive for the B defense.
The control point is being captured.
Yeah, just backing it up. We're just going to put some more stickies again. All about buying those valuable seconds and times. No, where's Pure putting the stickies? Quite a smart sticky trap there. See if it catches any of the HRG guys out. I think they've also got Carnage sniping from spawn right now. That'll be interesting, see if he can make any other shots this time. 42 seconds, pretty standard cap time for A. I'm going to be moving forward here, presumably through the AC connecting pipe. Body shot there on tag, I think it was. We just reforced back into spawn here. Scout misses everything, I don't know who that was. But yeah. Looks like HRG are going to try and come through here. See the exchange, pretty even. Slight advantage for Ninja, Nick and Z-Brian. Neither pockets managed to find much damage. Just the Uber high five. And now they're rotating over to rock side here, Bud. And looks like HRG are just backing out. Maybe Banny wants to come in now. But they actually sniped Ninja Nick down with spam, that's interesting. That's really sloppy from a medic there, just spam down. In comes with the M30, Brian going big. Counts one rocket on Shade. Finishes him, nice work there. Size will come back and clean it up. And we'll see if the fight continue. And actually, Bud might have turned this around. For early death of the medic, forced them all to go aggressive at the same time. HRG are biding their time though. Relic on top, sizing in the kills. And yep, Trash Man there, picking up 2 low health players. And he's going to initiate the cap on B. I don't think Bud are going to come back in from this, but I don't really have the numbers. Now we're going to see a C defense here with basically Flubers, a 15% advantage for Shade. Should be reasonably easy to kite on the quite wide point of C. Yeah, you can see they're taking, Bud here are taking the far away position, putting a lot of distance in between themselves and their aggressors. So they have time to get that last bit of Uber. Sensible play, and we see a heavy on the Spire as well, always difficult to deal with. Uber coming in here from Shade now. Not had to pop it yet, getting quite a bit of ground. And Ninja Nick's getting awfully close. HRG aren't really committing to this push yet, they're just buying their time. Here comes the Uber exchange. Soldier high five, Soldier going high onto the point. No fangs as of yet for anyone. A lot of trading around the point, trading of damage, and all the frags are going Bud's way. Just Lansky left, he's not got a lot of health. And he's going to be chased down here. Surely he's going to go down, yep. Carnage finishes that one. And yeah. HRG didn't really commit to that, and Bud were able to get the Uber exchange off and give a better other frags. poor, I guess you could say, for HRG, but Bud did well to recover from the Uber disadvantage. And now we're going to see what looks like a suicide from HRG. Yeah. Suicide play. Brad's trying to lock down his door there. It's going to be difficult for him to get through. As they build the Uber, going to try and... Yep, tag's gone through now, actually. Shrugger jumped into the stickies. They're all running into the stickies here. Wow. Yeah, Zebra and Pure shut everything down. And that suicide's going to be completely pointless. Well, not pointless. They've not lost anything from it, but they've also not gained anything. Pure just did. They all tried to came through the same door. Pure did so much damage to help Zebra. Now we're just going to see another Uber exchange. Carnage on Sniper defensively, going to be hovering around at spawn while Sean Bud's off classing as heavy on Spire. No scouts at all for Bud right now. And we're going to see Viewer come in again here. Lansky goes down to a sticky trap, but Shade did pop, so not a good Uber so far. Banny's gone aggressive. Going to get counter jumped here. Zebran's going to finish that frag. Banny down. Shade seems to be way out, I think. Yeah. Yeah, HRG again, sloppy going through those doors. Pure's just dominating them on that small AC connector. I think it's tag lining up a suicide here. He's on the lower side. Maybe he's just waiting. Equal loop still. I wonder if we're going to see another suicide from HRG. Maybe we've not got time now, but they certainly might have considered it. And yeah, here comes the push soon. 90% on both medics. Here comes Banny. Banny's jumping in. I think it's a suicide play. Yeah, Banny's gone really aggressive. Uber is forced here. Shade is well out. Shade's all the way back on A. All the frags are going to get cleaned up. And he's going to meet up with, is it Sizer? Yeah, Sizer and Banny going to get out from that suicide, but no one else. And we're just going to repush here with full Uber advantage. Looking at spawn time. Only a couple of seconds left on everyone. And we're going to push with all their players once again. Pure will have to do a really good job here to lock down the doors to force the early Uber. Because they need another poor Uber from HRG here to keep holding this C point. They really delayed them quite a bit, I think. Are about 6-7 minutes about now, maybe? Maybe not that long, but yeah. Here we go, Pure the spam and early Uber. See what damage they can get from this. Lansky's launched behind. Relic here is going for a flank. Catches that soldier on the jump. Nice rockets to take down Tag. Relic here playing on point now. He's got the height advantage on everyone. Going to be trying to spam down Banny. Banny's down to about 100 health. Got a full heals though, and he's not going down. But everyone seems to have gone down there. Carnage is going to chase. Shade might get caught out here. 2 shots. Shade goes down. Banny's weak. Banny defends himself with the help of Shrugger. But yeah, important pick now from Carnage. And I presume HRG are going to go for another suicide play, I'd imagine. I'd imagine with a like full Uber disadvantage. As we see Ninja Nick and Z Brian rotate back to their normal holding position. Definitely some drunk people outside my house. What a nice neighbourhood. As we see, here comes suicide, I think. Trying to focus down Pure. Pure will get picked. Ninja Nick under a lot of pressure, has to pop. I think everyone's going to go down here. But that's all. Look how far back Shade is. Completely safe. Building with Sizer is that? Shrugger. Yeah, Shrugger build. And here we go, another Uber advantage push. Let's see what they can get done with this one. Let's watch Lansky going into a push. Going for a short draw again. That Pure's been dominating so well. Early pop. Trying to focus down the heavy. Sean Bud down to 90 HP. Lansky getting time on the point now. Going to get blocked by that soldier. Redick will defend it. A lot of trading sides of pressuring Pure and the medic now. Shrugger there as well. Here they go on Pure. Sides is going to slack it off just for point though. Banny's up there as well. Someone needs to jump and block. Someone needs to jump and block. Pure's coming up straight into Banny's stickies. And they finally convert the cap with their full Uber advantage. 7 minutes 59 seconds. Pretty slow time, really. Like just below average. And now HRG will have to defend that for those entire 8 minutes. Let's watch. Is he a heavy engineer? Yeah. Let's see where everyone wants to position themselves. So where's Sizer gonna stand?
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Yeah, just telling them a small health back here. Both soldiers on top right. Just gonna deny that entire short area. Keep Shade safe. Let's see where Strugger's gonna put this sentry. Oh good, he's invisible.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
Ah, the sentry's going on there, yeah. Expect him to move that shortly after the suicide. Let's watch Shade. Let's see where Shade's standing here with his heavy. In between the heavy and the sentry should be pretty safe. Gonna stand in the house even. No. Just gonna keep rotating his position.
Point is being captured.
Looks like all of Bud are just going straight for A for the cap. Not seen any real suicide plays on B really in this game. And it looks like everyone's gonna go back into spawn to just push B. Yeah, standard opening here from Bud, getting the A cap for free. You have 7 minutes, 10 seconds remaining or so. 7 minutes, 20 seconds remaining to cap the other 2 points. Here they come. Coming through short, muscling their way in. It's a suicide. Lots of height. 2 players go down, sentry gun goes down. I think Shade is safe. Yeah, Shade is safe. They've lost everyone. Nothing gained, nothing lost. Shade down to 50 health. Shade is the king of milking though, so don't expect him to pop easily. As I wonder if they're going to go for a similar attempt, another suicide. Maybe. They have Carnage on Sniper now. Maybe trying to line up that medic pick. Looks like they want to commit to this a bit more. Try and get Carnage in maybe. Yeah, Pure trying to muscle his way in here. Catches a lot of spam. Really weak now. It's going to be difficult for them to get in now they know which way they're coming from. Maybe they're just trying to distract so Carnage can get an angle. Where's Carnage? Carnage is with them. They're just they're dawdling a lot here. Can't seem to find a door they want to push through. Here they come down short. Popped kind of early. Ubers are exchanged. Zebrine's taking the high ground here. Zebrine's going back in, going to compete for the roof now. Zebrine got some nice damage on that soldier. Soldier's pretty weak. Soldier goes down. They're getting kind of pinned back into the corner here, but despite some nice damage. Pure with all the heals, but can't get the damage out, and they've just not got enough damage on enough players. And yeah, we're going to have to recycle and try something new. As HRG hold on to B once again. I say once again, that was their first real straight hold, but whatever. You know what I mean. Yeah, let's see where they want to go from this time. I think we're going to come from the C side. Actually, maybe this guy's going to get picked up here. Yeah, Carnage gets the pick on Shrugger. Maybe they're going to go unubered with that pick. Maybe. 14 seconds before Shrugger's back in the game. We're all crowding around that side. But Carnage just walks straight into Banny Stickies, counteracting that pick they have. Equal Ubers. And Shrugger's going to spawn before Carnage. Shrugger's on Spy here. Interesting choice coming out of spawn. I'm not sure if Bud will be expecting this. Oh, he's gone back to Scout. He's gone back to Scout. Cancel that call. Let's see, Brian's still trying to work his way in. They've been pretty obvious with which way they're coming though. Now they're crowding up a lot. Relic, see Brian and Pure all in the same spot. Trying to find a way in. There's for Pop. Counter Pop made. Carnage is now on Snipe. Soldier here behind. It's going to take down Z Brian. Maybe going to take down Ninja Nick as well.
The control point is being
Oh wow, nice arrow. Shrugger's down. Meanwhile, Carnage is wrecking shit. Yeah, wow. What? It was Ninja Nick for most of that, but yeah. She tagged now on the roof. Probably going to get peppered down by a scout. Yeah, and a full wipe of HRG. Damn. Yeah, like Ninja Nick and I think it was Zebra got kind of separated, but it just didn't matter. It just didn't matter at all. Like the rest of the players went forward, got a lot of damage out, and won the team fight. Not the sort of thing we often really see against HRG, but I've done it a few times this match so far already. Now we're going to have to see if HRG can defend this with an even disadvantage. Carnage staying on sniper. Oh, Uber's popped. Find the Uber. There we go. Zebra on jumping point. Shade's still 40% away. They're stacking the point. A lot of damage being traded. Heavy's walking up though. They've not got a lot of damage on Sizer really. Sizer still 300 health. Banny's super weak. Banny will go down. Just Sizer and Tag left. The health's in favour of HRG. Carnage and Shornbud. Tag takes down Shornbud. Just Carnage. Carnage is coming in versus the Heavy. Don't know if the Heavy's seen him. Yeah, spun up. Pre-fired him. Down to 21 HP. Zebran's going to go for it, I think. Oh, Zebran messes up his jump. He's going to try and get out. Surely going to crater. Striker's going to steal that kill. And we see a crit streak for Ninja Nick. Straight swap straight away. Going straight for that crit's advantage. Let's see what Pure can make happen. Just either one off class from HRD in defense, just for Heavy. I presume Sizer's sitting on the point. Tag hiding above the door there, but they're not coming from that door. Brad's going to crits in. Here comes Bradford. Soldier's going to lead into distract. Here come the crits, looking for someone to shoot. Shooting no one so far, but they've got a headshot. They've got 3 kills anyway. The crits has done nothing, but they've just got so many kills. He's just going to spam a point. They should go for the point. It's just Sizer and Lansky. Lansky's going to go for the hero block. One down. Sizer's still low on health now, actually. Lancey's going to have to try and hold it against everyone. Ninja Nick just takes the meat rocket. Uber saws him down. He's going to get on the cap. Not sure if anyone can reach. Banny's going to jump. Banny can't make it, though. And yeah, first round to Top Guns there.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, wasn't expecting that. Yeah, really strong performance from Bud. HRG just don't seem as on it and in control as they normally are. I'm going to fast forward a bit because, yeah, waiting for people to be ready a lot of times and Gravelpit isn't fun.
Mission begins in 30 seconds. Mission begins in 60 seconds.
We're down to about 30 seconds. Let's see what the defense is at.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Cool. Let's see. HRG on defense again. Let's see, everything seems pretty much the same as before. Yeah, both soldiers there. Sizer on this ramp. And, yep, Shrugger setting the sentry up there.
4, 3, 2.
See if they line up a suicide at all, or if they're all just going to go A. Yeah, looks like they're all going A again. Maybe Khan's just going to go for a cheeky pick.
Alert! The control point is being captured.
Can't seem to decide. Maybe he's waiting for something else. Not really sure. Khan's just now gone Pyro. Interesting. Sniper again. I think they are going to go for a suicide. But they're capping out A first, like same as before. Let's put ourselves on Shade. Yeah, just hogging that position again. Everyone around him, sentry around him, small health pack, dispenser all around him. Pretty safe. He's rotating around here as the suicide comes in. Something might be above Shade, but they're defending him well. Good air heals, takes one rocket. Never in too much danger. Solid play from Shade. Never in too much of a threat. Good defense by everyone on HRG. It'll be interesting to see. Last time, Bud just went straight into a more standard Uber exchange. Be interesting if they go for another suicide or if they're up for the standard push. Yeah, looks like a more standard push is coming. Oh, a lot of spam going down. Relic goes down already. Ninja Nick down to 60 HP. They're not in a good position at all here. Caught on below ground. They just need to get out and recycle to a new position. I think that's what they're doing. Wise move here. They had no position at all. No health to make themselves position. Ah, the fake wraparound. I like it. Yeah, they come again. I think Banny's got it called though. In comes Pure. They're taking a lot. They're taking some damage from Banny. They're going to Uber now. It's going to be a while before the Uber comes back. Here we go. It'll be interesting to see what damage they can do. The medic might get caught in here. But yeah, Relic's trying to get a high advantage. Banny's again forcing them back. Keeping them on that low ground. But HRG are getting somewhat surrounded here. Scout goes down though. Yeah, Carnage trying to flank them there, but they just go down. And HRG looking solid as a unit here. Now Banny's going to push forward to force them out back through the AB connector. Yeah, not sure if Relic's going to line anything up here. Carnage still on the sniper as well. Let's watch Carnage go out long. It's going to get quite far forward here. 100% on Shade. Scout's going to push him though. We're going to need a hero shot to save him. But maybe not, there's a soldier with him. Got a lot of space. Tagging Banny. Banny goes down. Nice from Carnage. Carnage got a lot of room here. Yeah, and in comes Viewer exchange. See Brian forcing Shade. His medic's going to be popped in counter. And Lancer's got more Uber to work with, but the health on HRG is not good. Yeah, we're picking off more players here. And this is to clean up behind. Zebrian's coming back to help. Carnage can't quite save him. But yeah, I don't think there's going to be much HRG can do here.
Connector.
We see a pause. Let's fast forward through this then. But yeah, it looks like Bud are going to clean up this point really. Can't see much HRG can do. Whoa, so back to normal speed. Don't think it was anyone key who dropped. Maybe just a bit of lag. Yeah, and now we see HRG on C. Yeah, we are 100% seen a bit faster. Yeah. Uber advantage for Bud. They have yeah, they have plenty of time to get this attack on C once they cap B. Pretty solid time so far. Popped really early though. Shade's on 80%. Lancer's going to jump away. They need. They're not really getting much done with the Uber at all. No, losing 2 players already. 2 for 2 trade. They're in though, but Shades almost has the Uber. This could change everything. Pure's going to get caught out on the point. Shades still has the Uber. Down goes Seanbud. Just Relic who can probably do anything. Relic kills Sizer on the point. Not sure if Relic has enough health or time to get to Shade. Just going to go down here surely. Yeah, Banny's going to pick on a long range sticky. Here comes Carnage though. Carnage wants for hero play. Getting hunted down by the Scout here. Then Sniper down. Yeah, Bud are just recycling from this again and again. Presume we're trying to set something up on Shade. Shade is down to 50 HP, right near the spawn though. Back in he goes, and Shade's going to maintain his Uber advantage. Carnage back on Sniper. I saw Carnage wreak havoc on the B point now with his Sniper, so it'll be interesting to see if he can do the same again. Going off the short corridor. No defensive Sniper from HRG again, just Sizer on the heavy as they're off classing. No one seems to want to give Carnage an angle. He's just going to rush through. Hero shot, misses. Hero shot again, misses. Shade's not popping. Carnage misses all 3 hero shots. And I don't know what Bud are going to do. I'm going to go for a suicide. They're going to do the same again. Just keep recycling Carnage. Carnage is back on Scout. I imagine this means that they're going to do more of a standard push. Yeah, if they want to go from the far side here. See Brian going lower. Don't know if they've been called. If they've been called, they can take a lot of spam early. I think they are. Soldiers calling them now. They're getting boxed in. Shade drops down though. Is going to have to pop. Both soldiers getting on the point here for Bud. Zebran again getting all over that heavy. Heavy should be pretty tagged. Yeah, Side's down to 40 HP. They're getting good frags here. Banny's got a lot of health though. Banny needs to jump and block. Getting all over Pure. Aiken Pew really weak. Soldier on the point as well. Sean Bud on the point. Banny reloading pipes. Scout Nair takes one sticky. Drops down to try and finish Banny. Can't hit the shot. Respawn's coming in now for HRG. They might be okay. Banny has to block this. Strugger's on the point. Banny's on the point. They're getting the frags. Ninja Nick arrows down Banny. Just Shade and Shrugger on the point now. It's going to be interesting to see if Bud want to keep trading for this. In comes the Soldier, in comes Pure. I think they do. In comes Pure, in comes the Soldier, here comes the counter jump. See, Brian's going to jump as well. Yeah, it looks like the frags are all going HRG's way now. Carnage gets a defensive frag on Sizer to protect his medic. But surely the aggression's going to have to stop just for a second, as we see an equal Uber situation. Both medics on the standard Uber, yeah. But they do have half a point capped if they go straight away, and I imagine Bud will want to. Let's watch Brad as they take this Uber in. Brad has really inconsistent Ubers. Sometimes he gets a load of damage out, other times he misses everything. Bud could do with him going big now. They need the Uber. Or is it a suicide play there? Just going to sacrifice for a point. Brad's in. Weird play. I don't know what that was. Sean Bud's on the point. I don't really know what that was. That seemed like a massive waste of time. Didn't really. It seems like something was called, but only half the team heard the call. Really miscued play there, and it's just going to add more time to their total time, which I'm sure HRG will be happy to take. And just by now, the cap's been reset to 0% capped as well. So yeah, she's Shade holding close here with his soldiers. Pretty nifty holding spot. Allows you to shut down the doors a lot. I see a lot of trading again. Is this another suicide they're trying to set up? Carnage trying to go aggressive onto Lansky, but he's got too many heals. And Lansky's just shutting down a lot of the doors. Just going to back up now, rotate their position. And Bud just can't seem to get in. Can't get in through this tight door hold. The clock's just going to keep ticking here, keep adding time for Bud to score. They need to make something happen. I'm not sure what the plan is. Seems to want to take Zebrian in by himself. Maybe Banny's going to get caught here. Shade's pretty close to him though. Yep, Zebrian goes down from a jump into the heavy. I don't think Bud are going to commit to this. No, Relic can't get in for any sort of play on, but Medic. And we're just going to shut everything down. Here's trying to spam a bit. Khan just trying to walk in lower. He gets picked off though. Bud's behind. Sean Bud's behind even. Gets picked off as well. Yeah, just the HRG don't really seem to be under much pressure. Bud just aren't committing a lot to this, so it's kind of comfortable for HRG. No, they're just rolling with it. HRG gonna leave Bud with a massive time here. No crits or anything, isn't there? Let's have a look. No, still standard Uber. Trying to walk in again through the same side. Early Uber. Pure's going aggressive. Pure will get safe. Ninja Nick's pretty deep here. Ninja Nick's in a lot of trouble lower. Surely he's going down. Surely. Tack will finish that kill. All the kills being finished. Carnage on the point. Actually, Carnage gets 2 and Sean Bud gets 1. It's all up to Sean Bud now. Sean Bud gets 1, the other scouts up there is weak. Soldier's kind of tagged. Sean Bud can't finish it. 14 HP on Shrugger, 56 on Lansky, and Ninja Nick on crits.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
60 seconds, I think we're just going to rotate the suicide for the point, the old Lemmings play. Brad getting a lot of damage down on Banny. A lot of weak players all around. Carnage on the point, they will cap it out finally. Time of 11 minutes 11. Pretty slow, and certainly from HRG's point of view, they'll be pleased with the time they forced Bud to get. Or Top Guns, as I suppose they're technically called. Whatever. Yeah, here we go. We see Bud on the defense again. Same as before, I think. Is Carnage going for the short shot? Short shot? on A. Brad's gonna put up some stickies.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Yeah, all pretty standard really. It's gonna need to be a mighty good defense from Bud here to hold HRG off for 11 minutes and 11 seconds. That's a lot of fights they have to win. During their offense, Top Gun. I mean, they went with Top Guns. They just waited a lot of time, like committing to pushes. Like, it's almost better just to do it and mess it up and then try again, rather than sort of dawdling so much. In some ways, on Gravelpit, just because it's all about time. Similar way to a viaduct, it's all about time, all about the play you get from that. Carnage here, sniping on A. Can't hit the shots. Gonna get picked off here probably. Yeah, down he goes. Lansky inside. I finished that one. A little bit of delay on the cap. And a 15-second spawn on Carnage. Nothing too drastic. And Brad's just gonna stay in that position again, slowing him down. They might be able to force Shay. Shay down to 30 HP. Doesn't pop though. But sure he's going to pop coming out of his door. No, Lansky's just going to actually get dropped there. Looks like they still want to make this push happen though. Yeah, Banny's thinking about it. Banny wants to go. Trying to get some entry damage for free. While the scout watches he's behind. Trying to flick that pipe round the corner on Z-Brian. Yeah, HRG still trying to work the angle. Banny's trying to get some damage on this door. Pure's putting up a sticky trap though, and surely it's going to cause them to rotate. Or it's going to clear it and muscle the way in. Yeah, here comes Lansky. Shay's going to have to pop round. Grabbing Lansky. They're trying to taste down Banny, but he's too far away. Shade and Lansky going to get out the other door. And Uber's exchanged, not a whole lot of damage on anyone. Lansky wants to force it back in though. Maybe. Muscling his way in, winning the soldier DM, forcing that soldier back. There's a scout behind, Carnage gets one. Carnage gets Shade though. And there's no heals now for HRG. Seanbug goes down, Sizer's going to try and go for the unloaded soldier. Scout's going to help him out though. Both scouts coming on the point, here comes Shrugger, soldier above as well. This could be devastating for Bud, but he's just getting completely sandwiched here. Shrugger with 2 of the kills, Tag with the final one, and they've cleaned up everyone there. And we're going to get this count for practically free now, I think. Carnage doing plays. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have to defend C for about 8 minutes 30 now. That's not... It's going to be pretty difficult. They do get an early pick on Sizer though. That's going to help the defense. Carnage coming with the spawn now. We see Carnage on Sniper, Sean Bud on Heavy on the defense. Cookie Cutter still at the moment for HRG on the offense. We're just going to slow it down and wait for a Uber advantage. And I think they're going to rotate round to C as well. Yeah. We're going to watch Carnage on the Sniper, see if we can get a clutch entry frag. Yeah, see when they're coming in. Here we go, there's Viva. Scout round on Ninja Nick. He's going to go down though, Sizer down. A lot of damage on the Heavy, and they've got no high ground. They need to block 4 times on the cap. They're going to pop. Z-Brown's trying to get up there, desperately trying to make it up there. So many players up there, so much cap time. Z-Brian's trying his best to juggle it, but Shade, Z-Brian and I think it was Lansky both get juggled off a point. Shade just walks on and caps it, wins that one for them, and we're into a final decider round. 1-1 here, and as always with Gravelpit, anything can happen. Just going to fast forward here through the readying up, get us to the final stage. 3rd set starting, that's what I want to see. Okay, here we go. Who's defending for this one? We see the defense from Top Guns. As we see Tag open up with the standard double teleporter to farm points. Solid play, solid play. Pat stat. Wait, stat? No, Pat no stads. Stat no spats, I think he said. Oh dear. Pure mixing up his sticky traps again.
Begins in 30 seconds.
Yeah, you never know. It's gonna might catch someone, slow him down a bit. We see Carnage throwing a sentry now instead of the sniper. Doesn't fancy his chances. He's missed all his shots so far on A. And he's setting up a classic position here from
Mission begins in 10
Carnage. Can deny both doors here, and it's a nightmare for scouts to deal with.
3,
Level 3 sentry.
1.
Scout's pretty weak. Vanny down to pure stickies. Carnage still trying to work for sentry. Lansky goes down to the sentry. This is all very silly. They can't seem to deal with the sentry. So many weak players. Carnage is still farming the sentry. Dispenser down. Carnage is going roam. Free range engineer coming in now, chasing the scout back. Scout's pretty weak. Sentry's still alive.
The control point has been contested.
Dispenser down. Carnage is trying to sneak up on Banny. He's snuck up on Banny. Banny defends himself though. Shenanigans on A, slowing them down quite a bit, and only at the expense of Carnage. Yeah, it's going to give him about a minute, maybe a bit longer on the cap there. And Z Brian seems to be holding quite close just for C door. Maybe he wants to initiate the Uber exchange early, make the Uber exchange happen on their grounds rather than on HRG's terms. Not really committing too much to it though. And yeah, 1 minute 15 there for the first cap. About 35 seconds slower than usual. Here comes the Uber though. Carnage gets picked on C, a sniper. But Ninja Nick has milked him as well. So I'm just going aggressive on him now. They backed off quite far. It'll be interesting to see if they can get much damage out of this. Pure's going aggressive. See Brian's going to jump to follow this up. Nice rocket on the scout. They need to finish that frag really though. They're not doing a good job of finishing this, and Pure actually ends up getting picked instead. Ninja Nick's awfully weak. They've lost the height advantage. They're also weak on health. HRG are actually pulling them apart here. Scout on Banny. Carnage gets in and kills Shade again. Carnage is wasting a lot of ammo, but Ninja Nick is surely going down. Yeah, Ninja Nick and Z Ryan too isolated. Carnage still in, trying to do something. Completely outnumbered and outgunned though. And here comes the B cap. Shornbud here going for engineer instead of heavy on the C point. Just put sentry up on the far spot. Tiny advantage for Shade really there. They might go on it anyway, you know, just a standard push as soon as you get Uber, just in case the other medic's not been building. It's crits as well, is it? It's crits, yes. The Uber advantage is going to be bigger. Just keep it on Banny Cam then and see if he can hit anything on this C point. If they can convert this push, it's going to be a pretty damn quick time, considering all the shenanigans on A they had to deal with. And that's Lansky or or whoever checking all the sticky traps. Here comes for crits. No frags yet. They get one scout. Not a lot else. Player advantage for Bud right now. Brad gets picked off though. Banny's quite deep in. Trying to hit the sniper pipes. But Banny's made space for the rest of his team. Here comes the counter jump. Z Brian gets Shade. But he will go down in return. Shrugger cleaning up a bit now. Yeah, Shrugger's 40 HP on the point. Gonna try and cap it down. Doesn't look like anyone's gonna be able to block him. Scout's coming up to block now. Lansky defends that for him. Carnage is up there as well, but they just can't get there. Really quick cap now, 3 minutes 44. And Sean Bud and friends have a mighty big task on to take this round off of HRG. I presume we'll be seeing the same again from HRG. It's been pretty successful so far. They've done really well with dealing with suicides from Bud and from Top Guns even. Keep saying Bud. Keep changing their team name. But yeah, they've done a really good job of dealing with it so far. Chase never been under too much threat, and if they ever needed one of their suicides to go big, now is when they need it. I presume it's going to be the same position from Shrugger. Here we go. Here we go.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
Oh, putting it on the classic pub spot here.
4,
All the best pub engineers put their sentry there, just to deny that entrant. And yeah, HRG again, not even giving any concern to I at all. Just all stacking B.
the control point is being contested.
And yeah, holding close with both soldiers, Amber Heavy. And yeah, we see Shrugger holding by the spawn here despite having his sentry on B. That means as soon as the sentry goes down, he's going to spawn a scout and come in as a late flanker, giving him sort of 2 dimensions to his role here. Making it really hard for him to deal with because they get all the extra damage and health from the sentry for free, and then they still have Shrugger coming in late for the cleanup that the scouts are so prolific at. Like, looks like they're going to come from this lower door again. See Ryan and the rest of his team taking so much spam. Sean Bud catches 2, down he goes. And this is a bad push. They shouldn't commit to this. They shouldn't commit to this. They should just leave. They've got the pop. They should leave. Yeah, Ninja Nick, not even waiting for Brad, hightailing it out of there. And yeah, I think HRG were kind of expecting the trade, and then, because, like, they were in, HRG wanted the engagement there because it was such a superior position for them, so they were happy to, like, kind of trigger Uber and engage. But, Top Guns hadn't committed enough, so they were able to just fall out, and it ends up turning into a force rather than a push. Now we've got a full Uber advantage, and Tag's actually hiding up top here. Oh, they're going to check it. Oh, they're going to check it. Oh god, he's going to walk straight in. Oh god, he's swapped side somehow. Relic gets Tag. Coming in now. 70% on Shade and the sentry. Brad's up top though. Brad's going to get jumped though. Sides there with 1. Lansky kills Brad on top, and this push is all going awry for Top Guns. And now Shade has Uber. Here comes Struggle with a late flank. Trying to catch the scout out. Big shots there. Gonna finish him there. Sean Bud down. And yeah, just gonna rotate round. Watch for Seaside. And yeah, Bud just not direct enough with their pushes. They just kind of, yeah, they just need to get in their face and take down Shade and the sentry. And they just kind of were too passive with it. They try and force their way in now, trying to force, but it's just solar bomb into a heavy, not going to work. In comes a huge bomb, Lansky and Struggle combined to take down. And just everyone's going to die. Not even a single frag, tagged down to 3 HP. Yeah, I think this is curtains, 1 minute left. I don't think they have enough time to cap it out. I think this could well be it. Carnage has gone sniper, just really stat padding now. There's no way they can do it, short of a small miracle, and HRG are playing too solidly, really. Carnage trying to hit the glory shots.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
Just suiciding him for the sake of it now, trying to get more damage stats.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
Yeah, really close game. I think Top Guns did a lot better than I expected them to do. Really impressed with Relic and Z Ryan, and Brad had some really good, like, his play on those doors was really solid, really consistent, and was part of the reason why they were able to get around.
5, 4,
Carnage, I was impressed with, because I thought Carnage would be rubbish like the last time he came back, but he's done alright. He's held his own, still made some classic overextension plays. Nah, he's almost famous for now, but yeah, so better than last time. But yeah, thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the game. I'll be doing more probably tomorrow morning, and I'll be uploading hopefully tomorrow afternoon. So it shouldn't be much longer.